I know that I'm not the only one in this room who may be more than a little dismayed about what's happening on the campaign trail lately. We have heard vulgar and divisive rhetoric aimed at women and minorities, at Americans who don't look like us or pray like us or vote like we do. We've seen misguided attempts to shut down that speech, however offensive it may be. We live in a country where free speech is one of the most important rights that we hold.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Give Me Five. That's the president who's very disturbed at the tone, the political tone in this country. First of all, listen to the hypocrisy in that statement. He doesn't like the rhetoric coming out of the Republicans, that means Donald Trump, in this campaign, yet he talks about free speech and how important free speech is. Excuse me? How do you reconcile that, Mr. President? And then, of course, this man's the biggest phony baloney there is on the face of the earth. He is the man who has divided this country along racial lines, along ethnic lines, along, status lines, economic lines. And listen to, look at what he said back in 2008 when he was running. This is in Philadelphia. If they bring a knife to the fight, we bring a gun. He said that in Philadelphia. And then he said, because from what I understand, folks in Philly like a good brawl. I've seen Eagles fans. If they bring a knife to the fight, we bring a gun. His wife in 2008 on the campaign trail called us a downright mean nation. He has said, get in their face, yell at them, scream at them, shake them. He said, I need to know whose ass to kick. And he doesn't understand why. He scolded Latinos, don't vote for your enemies, the Republicans. And he doesn't know why we have this divisive nature? He is the divisive nature maker. Here's more.
In response to those attempts, we've seen actual violence. And we've heard silence from too many of our leaders. Speaker Ryan, I appreciated the words on this topic that you shared with us this morning. But too often, we've accepted this as somehow the new normal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard him allude to Speaker Ryan. Speaker Ryan, who today John Boehner said should be President of the United States. Listen to what Speaker Ryan said at that same event.
It's pretty clear that there's a concerted effort by people on the left to disrupt these rallies, to disrupt these events, and that needs to be condemned, and we condemn that. Having said that, I think as candidates, all candidates have an obligation to do what they can do to try and provide an atmosphere of harmony, to reduce violence, to not incite violence, and to make sure that we are appealing to people on their best ideals, that we are going to unite the country around ideas that unite the country so that we can actually fix our country's problems.
So, in other words, there's Paul Ryan, the Speaker of the House, scolding Donald Trump in agreement with Obama to a great extent, saying, you got to talk about ideas that will unite the country. Well, Republicans seem united on the Muslim ban, don't they? Every poll that comes out shows a majority of them favor that. The wall, that's uniting Republicans and many independents and Democrats. But you see, Speaker Ryan and Barack Obama would have you believe that's divisive and we can't talk like that. Yet they tout how important free speech is at the same time. So I'm a little confused. I may not be the brightest man on the face of the earth, but I think I'm a little bit smart, and I'm confused. They want it both ways. Both ways. And I'm telling you, folks, this nonsense about a third-party candidate, because Trump is divisive, Trump is this, Trump is that, and John Boehner, who created Donald Trump, saying Paul Ryan, who created Donald Trump, should be president, and Mitt Romney, who created Donald Trump, says that Kasich should be president. These people are the reason we are where we are. People don't want another politician. Republicans want Donald Trump. I think that's fairly evident, ladies and gentlemen, at this point. Don't you? And Barack Obama, give it a rest.